introduced me and Atayne is to tell a story. And the story goes back to May 2007 when I had actually gone out and I had bought this shirt right here. It's just a performance top. I was preparing for the fall marathon season. I was getting ready to run Chicago. And the first time that I ran in it, it was a very hot and humid day in D.C. That's where I actually started the company before moving up here. And within just a couple minutes of my run, I started to sweat quite heavily. And I noticed that red dye from the shirt was starting to trickle down my shorts. About an hour later, after my run, and much to my surprise, the lower half of my body was completely covered in red dye. So as you can imagine, I have a pretty uneasy feeling what chemicals are being absorbed into my body as I'm actually trying to make myself healthier by running. So I decided I was going to do some research and find out exactly what is performance apparel. And I learned some pretty interesting things. Now currently, performance apparel, and you probably can't read this, but let me tell you, it's a bunch of nasty stuff. It's based on out-of-date technologies that are extremely harmful for people and also the planet. I also learned there are some great newer technologies that are not only safer, but they perform better. The final thing I learned is that these are completely under-leveraged and there's a huge opportunity to bring these to the market. Within 2 days of my experience with this red shirt, I quit my job and I decided that I was going to start this company. And I'm not lying to you when I tell you that exactly 1 year ago today, we actually made our first sale. So when I started Atayne, I wanted to be more than just another company that was just making sustainable gear. I wanted to create something more with meaning and something with values. And that's why we made the decision to put what we call point of view graphics on all our shirts. If you can't see it, this says run hard, tread lightly. It's kind of the intersection of an active lifestyle and an environmental message. Now, not only do these point of view graphics really help to differentiate us from these behemoth competitors we go against in the performance gear category, but they also help to make an emotional connection with our customers. It helps to provide them a voice in the sea of corporate logos that really exists out there in performance gear. So after what I think to be a very successful first year of sales and raising some seed funding so we can actually get out there, it's really time to take Atayne to the next level. And that's why I'm very excited to be part of this program, because I think it's going to help out in two ways. First of all, it's going to help whip me into shape, help us go out there and hopefully raise about $300,000 early next year. And also it's going to help make the connections to the people who can help build our team here in the state. We had launched in Virginia, and about 6 months ago I decided to bring it back to my home state where I really wanted to build a company. Beyond that, the type of mentor that I'm really looking for, I think number one, they have to have a passion for the environment and really the belief that business is the most powerful machine for positive change. I want them to have a background in the textile and garment manufacturing industry, someplace that I'm not that strong in, and also a very strong background in finance, and not only in terms of securing the short-term working capital to help us fund production runs, but also that long-term growth capital. Now, if you're interested in learning more about Atayne, I will say that in about 3 weeks we're going to be relaunching our website, and we'll also be launching our fall line where we'll be offering about 15 new graphics for